Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to the WWE 2K15 Universe Mode, and this, which will be our next episode of Ring of Honor Television. Let's have a quick look at the card I've got set for you tonight. We're going to start off with reDragon, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish taking on the American Wolves, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards. In our second match, we see Matt Taven take on the debuting Matt Sydal. Match number 3 is going to be Mike Bennett, accompanied by Adam Cole, taking on Roderick Strong. Match number 4 is going to be the debuting Moose as he takes on Tommasso Ciampa. And in our main event, we're going to have a Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship match as the Kings of Wrestling, Chris Hero and Cesaro, defend against the Briscoe brothers, Jay and Mark Briscoe. So let's get straight into our first match. So as I said, our first match is going to be reDragon, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish taking on the American Wolves, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards. And here we go, we're going to start off here with Kyle O'Reilly and Davey Richards in the ring. And forgive me if I'm wrong, I think I've already said this before. I'm pretty sure Davey Richards was involved in actually training Kyle O'Reilly. I have got an old Dragon Gate USA DVD where... Oh no, sorry, I'm getting wrong here. Yeah, I've got a Dragon Gate USA DVD where Davey Richards was introduced by Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan said he was leaving indie wrestling in the hands of Davey Richards. And then I think we had the same thing when Davey Richards joined TNA. He did a little promo and he said he was handing the reins of indie wrestling over that were left to him by Daniel Bryan to one of his proteges, Kyle O'Reilly. I think there might have been a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla DVD I've got actually somewhere. But either way, the American Wolves are here in Ring of Honor. I think they can do this now because of TNA's new contract rules. I think the American Wolves are making their return to Pro Wrestling Guerrilla pretty soon as well. Because how TNA have changed their contracts now, allowing their stars to work indie events again. Which is definitely a great thing for the likes of the American Wolves, because as much as it's great to see them on TV every week in TNA, it's even better to see them working for all these different companies. I think Pro Wrestling Guerrilla is different because it gives you a lot more freedom, I think, in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. There's no storylines or anything like that to keep to. It's all about putting the best match on there and then, which I really like about Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. It's all fast, hard-hitting action in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Definitely worth a look. I think I've said it on one of the other videos actually as well. If you search on YouTube for the PWG YouTube page, they do have little sort of 8-minute videos of all their shows. Just like a quick recap on what happens. And those are great little videos. You really get an idea of exactly what the company's all about in them little videos. There's Eddie Edwards for great Dragon style suplex. Brings Bobby Fish back to his feet, locks him in the front chancery. Bobby Fish reverses with twisting the arm. And Eddie now, with that tilt-a-whirl neckbreaker, gets across the ring and brings in Davey Richards. And just as Davey Richards comes straight into the ring, Bobby Fish catches him with a boot to the stomach. And Fish going to go from the pin straight from that. Only a 1 count. I didn't think there was going to be a victory from that kick to the stomach, telling the honest truth, but it was worth a try by Bobby Fish. So remember, we do have 2 debuts for this evening. We have Matt Sydal debuting next, I believe, against Matt Taven. We're also going to see Moose debut as well, taking on Tommasso Ciampa later on. So both these debuts are not by no way givens. They're both very difficult matches for these 2 debuting stars. As Davey Richards goes from the pin from the springboard splash. Only a 1 count again though. Richards throws Bobby Fish into that corner, and now a headbutt by Davey Richards to Bobby Fish. It's Davey Richards signaling for here. Oh, Edwards comes in and takes Kyle O'Reilly off the apron. Davey Richards with his own version of the GTS, a kick to the side of the head of Bobby Fish. And Eddie Edwards might have been a bit too quick on his move there. And Dave Richards has definitely not taken advantage when he had the chance. 1, 2, maybe there's enough time. And there is. Davey Richards still gets the pin. Kyle O'Reilly was too slow across the ring to break it up. Tried to jump on the top of the pin at the last second. However, Bobby Fish's shoulder stayed down. And the American Wolves are victorious here against reDragon. That's really going to help them get up the rankings. Of course, we do have a Tag Team Championship match here this evening in our main event. The Kings of Wrestling are going to defend their belts against the Briscoe brothers. Davey Richards, great win here for them too. Referee attending to Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish looking pretty shaken. He did take that GTS style move. Instead of taking the knee to the face, so he got a kick to the side of the head. Maybe that's done a bit more damage than we realise. But either way, American Wolves are victorious. And match number 2 this evening, it's going to be Matt Sydal's debut as he takes on Matt Taven. And we are underway. And this is a pretty good Matt Sydal core. I quite like this. For those of you who don't know, Matt Sydal is the name of the former WWE wrestler Evan Bourne. Since he's returned to Indy, he's taken his old Indy name back, Matt Sydal. Currently working for Ring of Honor as well as several other indie promotions at the same time. So making his debut here against Matt Taven. Great standing shooting star press by Sydal. It's a great addition to this roster is Sydal actually. It's another one suggested by Jay in the comments and on Facebook. So as I said, just if there is anyone you guys want to see, just let me know and I will try and work them in wherever I can. Also got the debut this evening of another one of Jay's suggestions, Moose. He takes on Tommasso Ciampa. Normally we'd see one of Taven's Kingdom buddies, either Mike Bennett or Adam Cole at ringside. However, they are both, well, Mike Bennett is tied up with a match next against Roderick Strong, the former member of Kingdom. However, we know that Adam Cole is definitely going to be out there for that match. Those two guys preparing for that match means that Matt Taven's out here alone, which is not normal for Matt Taven. Snap suplex by Evan Bourne. Or Matt Sydal, should we say. Hip toss by Sydal as well. There's the Meteora. Sydal has a very, very exciting moveset here. Step up Inseguri. The only problem I've found with guys like Sydal is that in computer versus computer matches like this, they very rarely, if ever, hit a top rope finishing maneuver, which obviously Sydal's finisher is the shooting star press. So yeah, whether if he gets a chance to hit it or not, the game very, very rarely allows him to go for that turnbuckle finisher. There's the quick Hurricane Rana by Taven, followed up by that elbow to the seated. Sydal brings Sydal back up to his feet. Sydal tripping Taven. Hitting a couple of stomps now. Big boot to the stomach of Taven. Taven now twisting the arm of Sydal. Went for that spinning kick and Sydal hits another running Meteora. There's the twisting leg drop. But Taven back up to his feet. The two guys locking up now in the centre of the ring. Sydal catches Taven with the front chancery. Then that spinning kick. Sydal rolling Taven over. Taven fights with back up to his feet. That looked like Sydal was even going for a submission hold there. Sydal with a spin kick to the stomach again. Catches Taven. Sydal with that head scissor. Now Sydal with a dragon sleeper, but Taven's feet were underneath the ropes. Not very good ring awareness there by Sydal at all. I'm just admiring the trousers of Sydal. It's such a good core, this one. I must admit, they've really got the attire down perfectly. And even the face is pretty good as well. Taven with that spinning move there. Just taking Sydal down with some force to the mat. But Sydal's back up to his feet and hits that running knee strike. Sydal trying to get around the back of Taven, but Taven reverses. There's the tilt-a-whirl reverse DDT. Taven again catches Sydal with that hip toss. Boot to the stomach by Sydal on Taven as well. Taven now whips Sydal. Catches him in that knee strike. Taven goes over the top rope, goes for a springboard splash and hits it beautifully. Going for the pin. 1. Only a 1 count though. Taven ran the back of Sydal, went for the dropkick. Sydal slaps it away and catches Taven again with that running Meteora. Sydal brings Taven back up to his feet. And that just the kicks to the chest of Sydal. By Sydal, sorry, to Matt Taven. And there's a big one to the back of the head to finish it off. Sydal brings Taven back up to his feet. Sydal went for a powerbomb, but Taven reverses it into that facebuster. Looks like an X-Factor, then a dropkick to the side of the head. Taven brings Sydal back up to his feet. Has him up on his shoulders. And there's that gory special neck breaker. Taven rolls Sydal over. 1, 2. Already a 2 count. Sydal kicks out. Sydal now launching Taven into the corner. Hits him with that clothesline. Sydal up to the top rope. Went for the elbow drop. I thought he might be going for the shooting star press then, but no. Went for the elbow drop to the back of Matt Taven. Rolls Taven over. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Taven kicks out. Sydal avoids the dropkick of Taven. And I thought he was lining him up there for the shooting star press. Oh, and that is the finisher maneuver by Sydal. I've seen them use that before. Just a split over the top of the chest of Matt Taven. And Matt Sydal is victorious here in his debut for Ring of Honor. Could have gone either way this match. Both guys had an even amount of the momentum. But it was Matt Sydal who picked up the victory eventually. This is that gory special neck breaker. I thought that was all. I thought Taven had defeated Sydal there. That was the pin after the elbow drop to the back. And I hear Sydal with that reverse DDT, just using the leg across the chest of Taven to bring him down with more force. And there's the 3 count. So Matt Sydal victorious in his debut here in Ring of Honor. Let's hope for Sydal's case this is the beginning of a long and illustrious career in this universe mode. And hopefully at some point we will get to see a shooting star press. But either way, great victory here for Sydal on his debut. And match number 3 this evening is going to be Mike Bennett taking on Roderick Strong, and Adam Cole will be at ringside. And here we go, Mike Bennett versus Roderick Strong. There's a history to this match. Roderick Strong, Mike Bennett and Adam Cole started this universe mode as the Kingdom, mainly because I got it wrong. But either way, Matt Taven was brought into this faction, and since then Roderick Strong was just pushed out. So now Roddy's gone alone as a singles competitor. Roddy got his own back though a couple of weeks after. He was involved in a Iron Man match when Mike Bennett was defending his Ring of Honor Television Championship. Roderick Strong knew at this point that he couldn't win the match. There was about 15 seconds left. Only Austin Aries and Mike Bennett could win. Austin Aries went for the pin and Roderick Strong just stood there and watched as Austin Aries won the match. Therefore, Mike Bennett blames Roderick Strong for him losing his television championship. If Strong had broken the pin, which he could have done if Strong had broken the pin though, then Mike Bennett would still be the television champion right now. Well, maybe not right now, considering Austin Aries lost the belt a couple of weeks back at Global Force Wrestling to Jay Lethal. But yeah, Mike Bennett definitely blaming Roderick Strong for him losing that championship. So yeah, these guys sort of turn on Roderick Strong now. Although it was them that sort of pushed Strong out, now Strong has all of a sudden become public enemy number 1 for the Kingdom. I'm glad we've got some formations like Kingdom. We've got Kingdom and we've got CNC Wrestle Factory here as well, both trios. Because at some point in the future in Global Force Wrestling and here in Ring of Honor, we will be doing trios tournaments. So ready-made teams like this is a real good thing for us. Dropkick there by Roderick Strong to the back of Mike Bennett. Now dropping Bennett flat on his face as well. Strong with a dropkick to the side of the head of Bennett as well. Followed up by an elbow drop, but I think Bennett managed to avoid it. Just as Roderick Strong avoids that dropkick from Mike Bennett. Roderick Strong twisting the arm of Bennett. Now Bennett reverses with that knee to the stomach. Tilt-a-whirl neckbreaker. Knee across the face of Roderick. Brings Roderick back up to his feet. And there's that arm breaker. Mike Bennett now catches Roderick Strong, and there's that Russian leg sweep by Strong. And the Koji clutch by Roderick Strong, but Adam Cole's up on the apron, distracting the referee. And I'm pretty sure I can see Mike Bennett tapping out there. I'm sure I saw Mike Bennett tap out, but the referee didn't see it. And this match continues. Thanks to Adam Cole's interruption. Mike Bennett goes to the pin. Adam Cole releases the referee. Referee turns around but only counts to a 1. And Adam Cole showing why he's here at ringside. Mike Bennett now with a beautiful vertical suplex roll straight into the pin. But only a 1 count on Roderick Strong. I'm sure, I might be wrong, you guys can rewind, but I'm sure I saw Mike Bennett tap out to that Koji clutch. Strong goes to the springboard dropkick, but Bennett sees it coming. Avoids it and follows up that knee drop to the back. He rolls Adam Cole over. Glitches by his feet. Great clothesline there by Mike Bennett. Let's say Mike Bennett, the former television champion. Oh, great gut bust there by Bennett on Roderick Strong. Going for the pin straight from that. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Strong kicks out. Strong now twisting the arm of Bennett and a boot across the chest. Went for the drop kick. Caught a little bit of it and catches more of it now. Pulls Bennett into the centre of the ring. Going to go for a pin again. 1. But again, Adam Cole distracting the referee, and that could have been a 3 count again by Roderick Strong. Bennett there with a boot to the lower stomach. These two guys locking up. Bennett throws. Roderick Strong comes back. Hits Bennett with that running forearm. Quick roll up by Bennett. 1, 2, and 3, and that's it. Mike Bennett steals the victory with that quick roll up. But how many times should Roderick Strong have won this match already? Adam Cole proving the difference. I'm sure Mike Bennett tapped out early on in the match with that Koji clutch. And Roderick Strong also pinned Bennett from what I'm sure was a 3 count, but the referee was distracted with Adam Cole on the outside. And it was, this quick roll-up by Mike Bennett, which finished the match off. Roderick Strong won't be happy by being beaten by that. But either way, Mike Bennett is incredibly happy. Picks up the victory over the guy who he blames for losing his Ring of Honor Television Championship. Roderick Strong. But I am sure, people, I am sure this is not going to be the end we've seen of this. Roderick Strong can't be happy at being cost this match by Adam Cole on at least 1 occasion. Maybe even 2. And now it's time for match number 4 here this evening. It's the debut of Moose as he takes on Tommaso Ciampa. And here we go. Great spear to start things off by Moose. Now, I'm going to admit now, I've not watched a lot of Ring of Honor of recent times, so let me know if this is a good call or not. His body does seem like a bit of an odd shape, I must admit. I know Tommaso Ciampa's quite a big guy as it is, and Moose probably shouldn't be the size he is. I had a quick look on the creations, and this was the this was one that looked closest face-wise to Moose. However, I'm starting to think his body shape might be wrong. But yeah, let me know in the section below. I'm assuming Jay can tell me, because obviously it was Jay who suggested we bring Moose into this roster. Let me know what you think, Jay. If it is a bad one, I'll have a look for a new one. Try and get a different core in. But yeah, for me, his body shape does look a little bit out. However, it might be right. I think it's just his legs are a bit short. That might be what it is. Something doesn't quite look right about him. Saying that, I don't know, he might be perfectly right. Like I said, I've not watched a lot of Ring of Honor myself. I don't know if he generally is quite a big man. If he would dwarf over Ciampa this way. Yeah, just let me know what you think, Jay. Is this a good core or not? If not, I'll try and find a better one. It's a beautiful dropkick to the back there by Moose, and then another spear. Just slamming the head of Tommaso Ciampa into the mat. Brings him back up to his feet. And there's a spinebuster. Now, of course, we have had a recent change in rosters. We've had a bit of a mix-up. And because of that, Ring of Honor's lost a couple of big names. They've lost Kevin Owens to the WWE and Seth Rollins as well to WWE roster as well. But I'm sure it won't be a problem at all, because we have got... Oh, there's that really glitchy move again. What? I might have to take that off Ciampa. Ciampa's won with that move already once. It's not a major problem. It's just the fact that when he pins someone, they're face down on the mat. So yeah, that doesn't quite work for me. Yeah, we've got a lot of good talent on this Ring of Honor roster, so I dare say they're not going to miss Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins too much. We do, of course, still have Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. We've got the Ring of Honor champion Samoa Joe, Austin Aries. We've got obviously the debut of Moose here as well. We've got Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly. So there's more than enough top class talent here in Ring of Honor. Great reverse enziguri there by Tommaso Ciampa. Now followed up with a headbutt to the grounded Moose. And we saw Matt Sydal earlier victorious on his debut. Can Moose join Sydal as being victorious? Ciampa thrown into this corner. Gets around the back of Moose and hits him with the thump to the spine. Remember, we do still have our Tag Team Championship match for you this evening. Kings of Wrestling, Chris Hero and Cesaro will defend them belts against the Briscoe brothers, Jay and Mark Briscoe. It was Jay Briscoe who defeated Chris Hero last week one-on-one that led to this match being made by Ring of Honor management. Blue Thunder Bomb by Tommaso Ciampa. Could this be the all? Oh, Moose kicks out. Blue Thunder Bomb by Ciampa on Moose, and this match was nearly over. And now, again, Ciampa just picking Moose up from the mat and hitting a powerbomb. Probably not 100% realistic on in the case of strength, but Ciampa has Moose up. Powerbomb into the backstabber. And surely that's got to be all. Tommaso Ciampa defeating Moose here on his debut. The Moose won't be happy with this at all. But Ciampa is going to be ecstatic. Here's that Blue Thunder Bomb. Only for the 2 count though. And here's the big power bomb into the backstabber combination. And Tommaso Ciampa defeats Moose here. 1, 2, and 3. And as I was talking earlier about big names that could fight for the championship, I think Tommaso Ciampa is going to be on that list as well. Tommaso Ciampa and Moose shaking hands. Tommaso Ciampa giving Moose the respect here on his debut. Unfortunately for Moose though, it's an unsuccessful debut. And now we go into our main event this evening, as the Kings of Wrestling, Chris Hero and Cesaro, take on the Briscoe brothers. And for some reason, Bobby Fish has been glitched into the background. I'm not quite sure why that's happened. But hopefully he doesn't get involved in the match. And here we go. We're going to start off with Chris Hero and Jay Briscoe in the ring. Remember, it was Jay Briscoe who defeated Chris Hero in a singles match last week, which led to this match being made by Ring of Honor management. And now the Briscoe brothers have the opportunity to defeat the Kings of Wrestling. Kings of Wrestling, I was going to say they're one of the only ever-present champions, but they're not. They started this universe mode as the champions, however they did lose the belts not long in to Mike Bennett and Adam Cole. No, sorry, it was Adam Cole and Roderick Strong. However, they won them back a couple of weeks later, and they've had them ever since. They've defeated all comers. I think they've defeated the Affliction, or the Addiction, sorry. They have defeated CNC Wrestle Factory. They've defeated them other guys. reDragon they've defeated as well, I'm sure they have. So, yeah, so they've had quite a lot of title defences. They've defeated all comers. And now it's the chance of the Briscoes to try and take these championships away from Chris Hero and Cesaro. Hero there with a belly-to-belly slam in the corner. Now an elbow to the inside of the knee of Jay Briscoe. And Chris Hero and Cesaro are never two examples of top guys here in Ring of Honor who could go against Samoa Joe for the championship. I think Samoa Joe, I've already got someone penciled in to face Samoa Joe for the championship in the next pay-per-view anyway. Someone that was suggested by Jay a couple of weeks back, so that's in place to go ahead as soon as the feuds start in this Ring of Honor mode, which should in theory be next week, actually. Yeah, next week our Ring of Honor feud should come into place because it'll be 4 weeks away from the next pay-per-view, which, as I've said, will be the DDT 4 competition, which is a tag team knockout competition. So I'm sure we'll see a lot more details come out about that in the next few weeks. Hero brings in Cesaro. Cesaro the rake to the eyes of Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe now twisting the arm of Cesaro. And locks him into a pump handle drop. Followed up by an elbow drop as well. And Mark Briscoe done a great job here of containing Cesaro. Cesaro, of course, is the big strong man in this match. Cesaro is all about grappling and power, whereas Chris Hero is all about strikes and the potential knocking opponents out. Mark Briscoe with a belly-to-belly suplex on Cesaro. Brings him back up to his feet. Twisting the arm. Cesaro reverses with that shoulder block on Mark Briscoe. Followed up by the double foot stomp. Both guys just collide in the centre of the ring. And Mark Briscoe catches Cesaro with the spine buster. And now we're going to say that a kick to the inside thigh, we're going to call that, but it looked a lot lower than that, shall we say. Cesaro throwing Mark into the ring. Oh, into the corner, sorry. And just leaving it a bit too long. Just stood there and waited for Mark. Should have probably made the tag to Chris Hero when he had the chance, but Cesaro comes out of the corner there with that huge clothesline. Gives him a chance to bring in Hero now. Hero and Mark Briscoe in the ring. And Jay Briscoe is another one of the guys that we can class as a top talent here in Ring of Honor. Of course, in real life, Jay Briscoe has held that Ring of Honor Championship on several occasions now. As much as he's a great tag team wrestler, he's also a fantastic singles competitor too. The enziguri by Mark Briscoe. And I think as of me recording this, I'm pretty sure that Jay Lethal is the current television champion and the Ring of Honor world champion simultaneously at the moment. I think he defeated Jay Briscoe in a champion versus champion match. So yeah, even Jay Lethal we could push up to title capabilities. Briscoe throws Cesaro into that corner. Cesaro fights his way back out. But Briscoe there with the belly-to-belly slam. And gets across and brings in his brother Jay. There's Jay with the belly-to-belly suplex. And now just punches the side of the head of Cesaro. Of course, when Cesaro and Hero were actually in this tag team. The Kings of Wrestling. Cesaro was known as Claudio Castagnoli. And he had a very, very dodgy porn star moustache for a lot of it as well. Goes to the pin. One. Only a 1 count. If you can find some old videos of Claudio before he joined WWE, he had a very, very dodgy attire and a very, very dodgy moustache. He looked like a French porn star, should we say. Suplex there by Jay Briscoe, just holding the side of the head of Cesaro and throwing him over the top of his head. He's going for the pin now. 1. Only a 1 count. Cesaro kicks out. Remember, we could have new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions here this evening. The Briscoes haven't really been involved in the championship picture too much. However, when Jay defeated Chris Hero last week in that singles match, that's all the management needed to make this match. Jay now catches Hero with that sort of gory special. And this could be all here. Cesaro's back to his feet on the outside though. I think he might have enough time to make it in. 1, 2, only a 1 count. Chris Hero kicking out of one of Jay Briscoe's finishing maneuvers there. Saito suplex by Briscoe. And he must be now thinking, what does he need to do to finish this match off? Hero's back to his feet. There's the clothesline by Jay Briscoe. I've just realised I'm not sure. I was supposed to give Jay Briscoe his correct finisher from the moves pack, and I don't think I've done it yet. So I do apologise. One of you guys in the comments did mention it. I honestly can't remember who it was now, but I've not done that. I've changed all the weightings like you said, and I think that has made the matches slightly better. But I did forget to change Jay Briscoe's finisher. I will do that before the next episode. I think it was a double underhook power driver or something like that, I think it was. But Jay Briscoe tags out to his brother Mark. Hero brings in Cesaro as well. Cesaro the knee to the stomach of Mark Briscoe. And there's the clothesline by Mark Briscoe. Followed up by that elbow drop. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. We were close to having new tag team champions there. Mark Briscoe now with the Saito suplex. Again going for the pin. 1, 2. Again only a 2 count. Hero's very slow into the ring. Taking a lot of damage in this match. Cesaro with the big European uppercut. Hero takes Jay Briscoe off the apron. And this should be all. Cesaro with a pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Mark Briscoe kicks out. Mark Briscoe kicks out of that European uppercut. Now Briscoe lifting Cesaro up onto the corner there. Frankensteiner by Mark Briscoe. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. And that's it. Hero couldn't get in quick enough. And we have new tag team champions, the Briscoe brothers. Chris Hero just couldn't get there to break up the pin quick enough. And Cesaro was down and out after that Frankensteiner. The Briscoe brothers are your new Ring of Honor tag team champions here. This was the pin from the European uppercut, only for the 2 count. And this is the Frankenstein. As you see, Chris here on the outside, trying to shake out the cobwebs. And he just could not get in quick enough to break the pin. And as I said, we have new Ring of Honor tag team champions, the Briscoe brothers. Jay Briscoe defeating Chris Hero in singles competition last week. And now the Briscoe brothers defeat the Kings of Wrestling and take these tag team championships. This is going to completely shake up the entire Ring of Honor tag division. And what will become of Cesaro and Chris Hero now? Well, guys, that is the end of this episode of Ring of Honor Television. Hope you've enjoyed it. New tag team champions crowned. A couple of debuts as well. It's been quite a good show. Check out the description below and you'll find a link to all of my other brands currently running in this universe mode. If you're not already, then please subscribe as well. Like the video if you can. It all helps me. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Shabby Gamer, and goodbye.